Happy New Year! I know it's been a while since my last video. We are already mid-January, and as usual I get a bit overwhelmed with things to do at this time of the year. Also, the daylight is still quite scarce here in Ireland, so it's a challenge to find the time to film with proper lighting. I hope this is okay for you today. It's a sunny day outside, as sunny as it can be, I suppose. And yeah, I really wanted to make a specific video for this first video of the year. I thought it would be nice to just do a catch-up to start the year and talk a bit about what was my takeout of last year in regards to the channel, to my art, and what are my plans for this year. So first of all, I'd like to thank everyone that has been following me, commenting, using my links and all of that. I really appreciate. I'm very happy with all the engagement I have gotten so far. I would never have imagined I would be at this point now because I'm a very introspective person, a very, how can I say, shy, kind of private person, so I never thought I would have a YouTube channel. And when I started, I was really self-conscious about my voice or about the things I was talking about. So I'm very glad to have overcome this challenge for me, to have shared a lot of the things that I enjoy with you, some materials, techniques, and I really look forward to doing more for this year. I'm gonna share here with you some of my favorite artwork that I made last year. And last year was really changing for me in regards to being a watercolor artist. I think that I learned a lot about the things that I enjoy and the things that I'm good at in a certain level. I joined this subscription called the Watercolor Club. It's subscription provided by a Brazilian artist called Luisa Normay. She has a channel here on YouTube. I'm gonna link down below. If you're interested, you can check her videos with subtitles. So she has this subscription model where every month she releases a new project, and then you can follow along, you can share with the group of people that are joining the project as well. And it's really interesting, and it kind of gave me some insight on other types of techniques, other types of subjects that I was not used to paint. And I started really getting a bit of a momentum going with painting. You know what I mean when you start painting and in the beginning it's a bit rusty and you're not sure and your strokes are tight and stiff, but as you keep doing it and doing it, you just get into that flow, and at some point you just do it so naturally, you kind of get into that zone and create the artwork that you want to create. So that's what I achieved last year, in a big part due to joining this club and doing a lot of her projects. I also participated, as she has this watercolor month challenge every year in February. So I'm gonna be sharing here some a little short video or images from what I created last year. It's usually very simple, quick subject, so you can actually do it every day. And I look forward to doing it this year again. I think it's a really good way to get into the habit of painting every day and establishing this flow, like I said, this momentum. So that's something that I really enjoyed. And as I was doing so, I really enjoyed mixing regular watercolors and metallic watercolors. I have metallic watercolors I've bought a long time ago, and I was not really using them a lot. As I was doing these projects and painting these subjects and these patterns and flowers and things like that, it just naturally came to me and I started incorporating. And then I got that beautiful book, Shiny Watercolor, that I shared in a few videos here already. I'm gonna leave a link here, a card actually, so you can check if you haven't seen it already. For the channel here, I want to continue doing the types of video that I've been doing last year. I think that I found, I don't know, a good balance for me in the way I've been sharing content with you. And yeah, I just got a few watercolors this month from some sellers, some of them new sellers that I haven't tried before, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'll be sharing when I get them. And I'd like also to eventually come with more tutorials. I'm still not sure about subjects to try, so if there's anything that you would like to see that I can show you, of course, within my knowledge of watercolor, I'll be happy to share. And apart from that, I have some ideas also for videos for the channel in this upcoming year. I want to do a series about colors. There's a lot I can talk about colors. I have books about it, I have taken courses about it, I have a lot of inspiration and reference, and I have my favorites as well. That's another thing I would like to share, my favorite colors from each brand. So that's something that I'll be working on for this year. And what else? I have something new as well. I just decided to create a blog, which is, I know 2023, it's look like a blast from the past. I was just looking the other day, searching for handmade paint sellers to just check and see if I discover new sellers and new things. And I only found a few lists, a few blogs from other people mentioning, but I'm not sure if they were maybe outdated. There were some links that didn't work, or the shop closed. So I started thinking, well, I could make one to help people if there's anyone out there that is looking for this type of information like me. So I decided to create a small, simple blog, just a place where I share some of my favorite things, and then I will, from time to time, maybe write a post about something I've been trying, a technique or something I've been doing. I'm not sure yet. Of course, like I said to you, I have a full-time job, so there's only so much time and daylight I can use in my spare time to do this type of thing, so take it with a grain of salt. I'm not gonna commit to any type of schedule for this, but I'm gonna share here with you. You'll find also the link in the description below. And yeah, I have some lists already prepared there, so you'll find lists of the books I have also mentioned here in the channel before. You have lists for handmade watercolor sellers, for art supply shops here around Europe. What else? I intend to also create other lists in the future, maybe with courses that I've taken and I found that they were helpful. Like I say, I hope it will be helpful to you, will be interesting to you as well. I'll just share with you now. I'm not gonna do a proper review, unboxing and all that jazz, because, you know, this is just a quick catch-up video, like I said, and but I just wanted to share with you anyway. So I got these brushes from Rosemary & Co. It's very nice brand located in the UK, and I bought it from them before a long time ago, and they released these new brushes called Red Dot, I think. I have to check again. So this is how the box came. You see, I just opened it to check the contents, but I haven't used them yet. And she sends this cute little chocolates with it. It's very nice touch. So the brushes come like this. Yeah, it's red dot. So I got these brushes here. I think there's, I cannot see the number very well. 1 second, I'll come back. So I have here a number 12, a number 4, a number 8, a number 3/0 and 10/0. So two. I have a bigger one, medium, a small, a very tiny one, and a rigger. Actually, this is the rigger, the 3/0. So I got these from their website. They are not on the cheapest side of the brushes, but they're not super expensive. I think for Rosemary & Co they are quite affordable, the price. And I'm looking forward to using those. I haven't thought of making a review video because I don't feel that I'm in a position to make a review about brushes like this. I would rather first start using them for some artwork to see if they work for what I like to do. And one of the things that I realized also this past year is that my favorite kind of brushes are brushes that can keep a sharp point. So there are different types of techniques you can use with watercolor. You can use these brushes that are very chubby, let's say, and hold lots and lots of water and are very flowy and soft. That's a type of technique, but usually for the type of art that I make, I need to be precise and I need that point to be sharp. So I read that these are good for these. I'm looking forward to trying them. Lately I've been using this brand here. I've shared with you in a past video as well. It's the Da Vinci Nova Synthetics, and they're really lovely. They keep a sharp point, and I'm really enjoying using them. And they have also this kind of ergonomic hold over here, even though I tend to hold the brush like this, but it's good as well to have this. So yeah, so this is something that I'll be trying in the upcoming months, and I'll let you know in the future how I feel about them once I have used them enough. Another thing I got is this big pack with two watercolor sketchbook. These are the Canson XL mixed media. Actually, it's a very inexpensive watercolor sketchbook. I like to use it for exercises or tests and things like that. Like I said, this watercolor club I'm part of, there's a lot of exercises and things like that, so it's a great sketchbook to use for that. I also think that the paper is really not bad, and for the price I think it's the best you can get to have a lot of paper to practice and try on without being precious about wasting paper, you know. So this I got it from Amazon. I got it two for, I'm not sure, I don't remember the price. I'll put it here on the screen, but it was really an excellent price, so I'm gonna be using that as well. Let me put this aside. Another thing that I got and I'm still waiting to receive, I'm gonna put an image here while I'm talking. I got myself a table easel to paint with, because I've tried table easels in the past, but for watercolor I really don't like to use those type of easels that are completely vertical, because that's just not the way I paint. I think that's more something that you use for oil or acrylics. So I got this table easel that has a type of round junction underneath, so you can incline in the angle that is better for you. So I thought that this was a great type of easel to try with watercolors, and I'm looking forward to receiving and trying and see. I will let you know also how it goes. I hope it will be good, because as you know, painting with a flat paper on the table, sometimes we tend to be very hunched over, and it's not good in the long term. And what else? Something else that I have my eye on but I haven't bought, but I'm really interested in, and I saw one of these artists. I found out she has a channel on YouTube. I'm gonna link also to her channel below, and I saw one of her videos where she was binding some sketchbooks, handmade sketchbooks, with watercolor paper, and she was using this binding machine, and I thought it was genius. How come people don't do that more often? It's because usually you see people doing making watercolor sketchbooks with the traditional binding of cutting every paper and then piercing the holes and then sewing and then gluing and all of that, which is also a way to do it. I have tried it in the past as well, but let's be honest, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort. And when I saw her creating these sketchbooks using the binding machine, I thought it was great, because basically what the binding machine will do is to pierce your paper. Let me give you an example. So a sketchbook made with a binding machine will be something like this, because then you pierce all the paper to get the holes punched, and then you insert the spiral and voila. There are people that are not into sketchbooks with spirals. They prefer bound sketchbooks. I'm not one of them. I really like the convenience of having a sketchbook with a spiral, because then you can get your paper flat like this, so you can paint in both sides of the page like I do, you see here. You can do like this to occupy less space, put it on your lap, easy, hold here with a clamp, you know. And I thought it was a great thing to do. So I think that in the future I'll probably get one of these machines. I found one that is quite compact and not extremely expensive, so I look forward to doing that as well. I find that it's very cool to be able to create your own sketchbooks with the paper that you enjoy using in different sizes. For once, I love using square sketchbooks or square shaped paper, and it's not something you find it very often with watercolor sketchbooks. I can show here something I've been working on as well. It's not a sketchbook, it's a block I got in Germany when I went there last year. So this is something I've been working on and it's not finished yet. And yeah, so I would love to do something like this, you know, a square sketchbook with a nice spiral, and I will probably get it. So I'll share with you also the link below where you can find this type of machines. And yeah, since I'm showing you this as well, I'm gonna be sharing in a future video also about this type of painting. It's called folk art, and I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed with it. It's something I really enjoy. I enjoy looking at other artists' work. I enjoy painting myself. So I've been really into doing this now, the beginning of this year, and I will be sharing a video to you showing a bit of places where I get my inspiration from, artists, books, courses, and all of the good stuff that will come in the future, because I need to dedicate a whole video just for that. It's something I'm passionate about. And what else? I got a few books as well in this past month. I had a trip last month for the holidays in Italy, so I got a few picture books in there that were really nice and inspiring, and I would love to share that with you. I got some other books also here in Ireland, and I'll be sharing in a future video as well. And yeah, that's it, I think, for this catch up. I hope that I didn't bore you with my non-stop talking. I just wanted to welcome you into this new year with a dedicated video. Thank you for all your support, and I hope that you'll be with me also for this year, following along. And please give me suggestions of content you would like to see. If it's something I haven't shared here before, or something I shared briefly and you'd like to see more of, I'm always open to suggestions. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button down below, please consider doing so. It's really helpful for me to grow the channel, to get my content to more people, and it will show YouTube that you like what you see, so it's good for me, get more eyeballs on that. So yeah, thank you for everything. I hope you have a very good year, a very creative year, and I'll see you soon. Bye.